Hello guys, so I just wanted to make this really quick video over how to actually find the area or the integral of an absolute value function using geometry or like by geometric shapes. So we're gonna look at this problem here, and this is for those of you that are in Cal 1 or Cal 2, so or even AP Calculus if you're taking AP Calculus. So yeah, so in this example, we have the integral from -5 to 5 of the -1/2 times the absolute value of the quantity x plus 1 dx. So usually the first thing that we would do is we would go ahead and graph this. Of course, if they don't give you a graph, then you would kind of graph this. It is very difficult to do it without a graph. At least that's in my opinion. If there is a way to do it, and if they do teach you a way to do it, then, unfortunately, I'm not sure how to do that. But we're going to go ahead and do the graph for this. So let's see here. So if I do from, so let me do from negative, not, so let me do this really quick. So we have -9, -8, -7, -6. Let me go ahead and draw the graph. Okay, so this is the graph of the absolute value function. So like I said, we're going to split it up into multiple triangles or shapes. So it is from -5 to 5, and I forgot to put here dx. And then, yeah, so it is from -5 to 5, and so we're gonna go ahead and just kind of do these kind of dashed lines here to note that these are the bounds that we are evaluating or trying to find the area of, right? Now, the way that I would do this, honestly, is I would really only draw kind of, because these are the bounds, but I would only draw from the point, which is, this is the point right here at -5 to the x-axis, because in reality, it's going to play a huge role in actually finding basically you'll understand why once we find the area. So in reality, we're actually finding the shapes of, or the area of the shapes that are closest to the x-axis. So for example, there's from -5 to -3, there's like this triangle here. And then from -3 to 1, there's this other shape, and it's another kind of triangle, right? And then from 1 to 5, there's yet another triangle, right? So really, we're trying to find the area of those three shapes, and we're going to use geometry to do that. So that is kind of the idea of finding the area of kind of the absolute value function, right? Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so we have this, we basically graphed it, right? And there's these three parts that we need to be aware of. So there's three shapes. There's this triangle here, so this one right here. There's this one over here, and then there's this one over here, right? So the way that we're going to do this is I'm going to split it into those three triangles. So I'm going to find the area of the orange triangle. So if I just kind of copy it, so there's a base of 2, so it kind of goes like this, It's a base of 2, a height of 1, so it kind of goes like this. And there's, so that's the first shape, right? So it kind of, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you can kind of see how I'm doing it here. Give me a second. So it's kind of like this, and then of course there's the height. So, and by the way, guys, excuse me, I'm still recovering. Like I'm a lot better, but oh my goodness, it's been crazy. I had a cold for a good while. So that's the first shape. So we already know that it has a base of 2, so this is 2, and then the height is going to be 1, right? So then the area of this is going to be 1/2, and of course, if y'all don't know, it's going to be 1/2 base times the height, right? So basically, you have something like this, and so it'll be 1/2 times 2 times 1, right? And so then, so that's the area of this, right? So, and then this cancels out, right? So then we just have 1 as the area. So the area for this shape is going to be 1. Okay, so that's taken care of. And then the green part, we have from -3 to 1. So that'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has a base of 4, right? So there's kind of this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I believe like this, right? And then it has, and then let's see here. There's kind of this part here, and then we're just gonna go ahead and kind of make a triangle, right? So, and by the way, this is supposed to be green, not. So then we have this shape, and so obviously the base is going to be, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's 4, and then the height is 1, so it'll be 1/2 times 4 times 1, which is 1/2 times 4, which is just 2. So the area of this is 2. So we have that down. And then finally, oh, and by the way, guys, if it is below the x-axis, it's going to be negative. I forgot about that. So this is actually -1 because it's below the x-axis. So if shape is below x-axis, area will be negative. So I want to make that very clear. That's why if you don't really do that, then it's going to be wrong. So obviously the green one was above the x-axis, so that's 2. And then finally we're going to look at this one, which is the kind of the turquoise one. So this one, it goes from 1 to 5, so it's kind of like, so it's from here 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. So and then it's like, you know, only down 2, so 1, 2, so it's like right here. So this is the green shape, so we're going to kind of trace we're going to make a triangle with that, right? And we have something like this. So it'll be something like this, right? And so so then the area of this, obviously the base is going to be, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4, and then the height, which is this one, is only 2. So really, the area, and again, guys, it's going to be negative, right? Because it's below the x-axis. So we're going to do 1/2 times 4 times 2, and it's going to be 1/2 times 8, which is 4. But it's going to be negative because, again, it's below the x-axis, okay? So now that we have all that information, all you have to do is add the areas now. So we have a 1, we have a -1, we have a 2, and we have a -4. So it's going to be -1 plus 2 plus -4, right? So then this, we have -1 plus 2, which is 1, and plus -4, it's going to be -3. So your area is going to be -3 for this example. So that means that the area, the integral from -5 to 5, so basically, therefore, the integral from -5 to 5 of -1/2 times the absolute value of x plus 1 dx will be negative, it's going to be -3, right? So that is your answer for this problem, guys. So if anybody does have any questions whatsoever, please do let me know. I really try to go as fast as I could with this problem. But yeah, basically the idea is you're splitting it into different shapes, and then you're finding the area of those different shapes. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and also please like, comment, and or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.